The IMF wants to intervene to help, wants to discuss, have interlocutors. And so far, that discussion cannot take place until there's a formal government. Hariri is still there months after being asked to set up a new government, with a whole mass of discussions behind the scenes about who should or should not be involved in cabinet. Jihad Azur is right. He's a former Minister of Finance of Lebanon himself. He knows the system. He is right in saying you have to deal with whomever is in power at the time. But the internal discussions in Lebanon continue. They're not getting anywhere. We still haven't got the resolution of an investigation into the explosion at the port. And the economy continues to be in a very difficult situation, compounded by the massive COVID crisis. So the question is, therefore, how seriously Lebanon's politicians take this crisis. The population knows it's incredibly difficult. People are leaving to go to other countries, but the government in formation, those in the discussions, haven't quite grasped the severity of the economic situation, I think, because if they were doing the right thing, they'd form a government quickly and try to look for some resolutions, discuss issues with the World Bank, the IMF and others to try to turn around this economy.
I just want to bring up Riyad Salameh's statement from January 21st. He was asked about this, and the central bank released this statement. He was essentially saying, I met with the prosecutor and provided him with all the answers to the questions that he had and that the Swiss Attorney General had raised. And I assured them that no transfers were made from the accounts or the budgets of the central bank, and I'm always ready to answer more questions. And I also reserved my right to sue all those who insist on spreading malicious rumors and defamatory accusations that affect me personally and harm Lebanon's financial reputation. Well, I don't know what he's talking about Lebanon's financial reputation at this point, to be perfectly honest with you, but this is the same line that he's given me in multiple interviews over the last several years, and particularly in that interview that I had with him back in September when I was like, do you believe you're a criminal? Do you believe that this is some sort of miasma are people out to get you, essentially, is what I was saying to him. And he was like, well, I don't know if they're out to get me, but there's no basis of fact here. But when you speak to people on the ground there, they will tell you, and big international investors, people with a heck of a lot of money that I speak to on and off record who are Lebanese and in the diaspora, they say there is absolutely no way that this man couldn't have known what was going on. He was at the helm of it. He was at the center of it. Do you believe that to be the case?
Hadley, now all transactions in banking, there are electronic signatures. So Switzerland will know about it. Other banks, international agencies know through the electronic movement of capital, will know. People on the ground, though, I have to say, even though they may assume it, may not know the truth. But the problem is they have lost, the issue there is the loss of trust between the citizen and governance. And that's a problem, because that needs years to be rebuilt. And frankly, at the moment, the kind of statements that are coming out from a variety of figures, which may or may not include the central bank governor, do not start on building confidence.